Hello and welcome back to Hearts of Iron 3 and the Italy campaign on Black Ice version 10.33, and, well, you'll see it on screen, the Tripartite Pact event has arrived and we have an option to enter the Axis and declare war on the UK. We're going to leave this hanging for a couple of weeks and then trigger it because there's a couple of units that we still need to move around, starting with these guys here. I'm hoping that, you know, I mean, sadly they're still upgrading, which is a bit of a problem. But hopefully we can... I want to fill out a couple of tank units, these two here, to full strength. So let's carry on this moving. And we've also got some more Italian divisions moving towards the French border. In fact, let's... make sure that these guys are all laid out neatly across the front. And the same thing with you, fine gentlemen. But yes, we are about to begin this war. And colour me intrigued, let's put it that way, on how we think it's going to go. Now, I did see some max level commanders over here somewhere. Where were you? Yeah, there's one. But at a division level, we don't want any max level commanders, yeah, like you. Okay, yeah, let's put this guy in charge. And Mario Berti, yeah, we want to get you out of North Africa. You're, I believe Mario Berti was the commander during the first British operations into the area. I could be wrong, but I'm 90% sure that that is indeed the case. Right, let's attach you to the second army. Ooh, and our queue now is a lot smaller. Right. Yeah, we'll put you back a province. And then we'll bring you over to Berger. Oh, I'll have to cut out that sneeze. That's a bad one. Okay. So. Yeah, something like that, I think. And we do have, yeah, another 5 divisions that are rebasing. What we're going to do is we're going to take these guys to North Africa. I'm thinking another 5 infantry divisions based out of, yeah, Tripoli, and trying to take Tunis would be quite useful, actually. So let's get you in. And let's do police buildings. Is that 6 divisions? Oh, one of them's military police. Okay. Right, you 5. You're going to go to Tripoli. And yes, there we go. We are making our way slowly over. I just wish our production queue would run a little bit quicker. And yeah, we do have some heavy art divisions. Now, I'm creating some fortress busters because... to knock this rather large, impressive, foreboding-looking British possession out of the war, we're going to need to put some units together in a pretty decent formation. And yeah, let's have the planes have the most units in. And we can put a core HQ there, core HQ here, core HQ there. And yeah, another core HQ here. So I've set up the army in such a way as we have an army group in Iberia of 500,000, and that's in case the British try anything funny with landings and things. We'll have an army group to face against France, but it's purely our mountain troops just to keep this held down, and we may try and push out into these 2 provinces and take Savoy out before the Germans finish off the French. I'm readying the 6th Army for use against Yugoslavia. aiming to get them together quite quickly. And then we'll also pull the mountain units over to this front as well when the time comes. In fact, the mountain units will probably head to Albania to start preparations against the Greeks. Then we have, as I say, to deal with the this North African campaign, the 10th Cyrenaica army, which has got the majority of our tanks and faster units in, as well as our breakthrough infantry tank style divisions. These here with the heavy AA that hopefully will give them decent piercing. And I've also moved a fair amount of air forces down here because aerial superiority can be quite important against the British. And then in Abyssinia and Somalia, I'm finishing off a couple of basic reorganizations to a few of our units. I've moved down the core troops of the voluntary forces. And they're all relatively in position. We're going to take out this area first, and then we're going to move towards Lake Victoria and also towards and into Sudan with our forces, because we do outnumber them. Now, I'm hoping if I can take Gibraltar quite quickly and shut up this strait, obviously it makes it a lot harder for the British to actually combat us. So that's going to be the plan, at least, as an early view. And yeah, let's just keep this hanging for a little bit longer while we get our units into position. But yeah, oh, well, Germany did the fate of France quite quickly. Oh, another division in the production queue. And yeah, we'll take that. And as you can see, our upgrade queue has come down pretty substantially as well, which is quite good. But the upgrades we have left are ones that are pretty necessary. And yeah, let's load up what's left of you. And you can do a transport mission down to there. And yep, they're on their way. Well, now that France has been dealt with, it makes a lot of these units a little bit obsolete, doesn't it? But we will want military access. Well, we'll be able to send our troops through Germany, won't we, to reach the mainland. France is dead a little bit ahead of time, but oh well. And we can get our units into position and wait a couple of days for them to dig in while we prepare for our battering of Gibraltar, which with the fortress busters should be pretty good. And another moderate research breakthrough for our fighter planes / twin engine planes, which is good. None of those appeal. We're going to keep our money quite high. And yeah, let's create a HQ for these guys. And then we can attach them to the 5th Army. And give them a solid commander. Someone with Logistics Wizard would be nice, like you. And we can just keep an eye on Vichy France now. So yeah, we've got an opportunity to really push into the Brits. We just need our organisation to recover somewhat. Organisation wise, are we looking... not looking that great, are we? But yes, we will have our units over pretty quickly. And you know what, let's position some of our fleet so that it's a much easier shot to get to Albania. And yeah, you guys are going to need to strategically redeploy, I forgot about that. That's going to take 95 hours. Let's just chuck you in there because you're going to be another... you're going to be another Fortress Buster unit. But we're going to give you Armoured Car. Ooh, another... Yeah, that's a sizable amount of IC that we're having to chuck to our upgrades queue, but it should work quite quickly. And yeah, we can wait for our ships to get back, and then I think we're going to go to war with Britain. Should be relatively straightforward, you'd hope. Just wait for our units to recover their org. And finish our reinforcement, because we are reinforcing a lot of our support brigades, I believe. Or we were. I'm not sure if we are now. Well, what that means is we can take the 4th army and actually send them towards their staging position at Bari. And then move them into Albania. Whilst we get our motorized units ready for the north. There are a few hills and mountains, but it's mostly plains. I mean, we need the mountain units down here facing towards Greece. Okay, you're all ready. I almost want to wait. We'll drop a save here. Hopefully this doesn't just disappear and we can just keep it there for as long as we need to. Okay, so now that, you know, this flank is somewhat secured, I'm trying to think of what we'd want to do with the sort of circa 200,000 troops now. I mean, once we join the Axis, we could just move them out towards Yugoslavia. That might be best. And we can keep them ready for if we need them against the British. And Vichy France is an Axis member apparently still. They haven't triggered the decision to remove them yet, which is weird. And it's caused the British to move away from the frontier. Surge of volunteers, we'll take that. Thank you very much. Up our manpower. And we're nearly fully reinforced. Okay, encryption machine at 43. We can take that off. And we're going to keep that spy increase going up quite nicely. And we are going to get some IC benefits when we declare war as well, so our already quite high IC is going to jump through the roof. Ooh, Greece has joined the Allies. We need to make sure we respond to that. Yeah, let's move our transport fleets all around. What I'm most worried about is our lack of decent air force, and our navy isn't quite where I want it to be. We haven't built really any destroyers, so our navy really is our Achilles heel, and our air force isn't really much better either. So that's, yeah, those are my concerns at the moment, but hopefully we can overcome them. You're at 81%, 82 points. Yeah, so June 30th is looking like the date. I mean, we might as well, I mean, diplomacy-wise, when can we do our attacks against the Greeks? I assume it's an event. I would imagine it'd be an event. Ah, superior firepower. Good. That is awesome news. So let's yeah, give you over. And where's another old guard? Yep, you're the old guard that I think was in that unit that's now gone. And yep, you're a... There we go, with superior firepower, we can just chuck you straight in. That's good going. And is it the same thing over here? Yep, we can just chuck you in there. There we go, pretty divisions. And some not so pretty ones over here. Let's make that an infantry unit so that we delete any horrible names. Perfect. And then we can give you crappy commanders that we don't want anywhere else. Okay, we've got one extra leadership that we can use at the moment. Let's get desert warfare equipment, and then we can start working on amphibious invasion focus as well quite quickly. Because we are going to want to do some naval landings on places like Malta when the time comes. Taking Gibraltar and the Suez are the keys to taking Malta, because then I don't think the UK can get supplies through if you take both of these ports. So we'll be in a pretty good position at that point. Is there anything else that needs doing other than waiting for you guys to move up so that we can transport all of our fleet over to this area? I don't think so. Just wait for our reinforcement to kick in. We're all nearly there. Just in time for our fleets to arrive. Good. Hopefully they can transport you all in one go. Right, the Soviets are moving. Oh, an advanced education investment. We're getting all of the good tech upgrades at the moment. Okay, so amphibious focus. Okay, nearly there. And I'm not going to do money for rares at the moment. Arctic warfare equipment, yeah, why not? We might as well get ourselves looking as together as we can. And I can probably take a little tiny bit out of officers just to do these, so that we can start to get the next level of tank upgrades. And I'm still waiting on these techs to finish. So the small, yeah, all of these ones to get over the line as quickly as possible. Right, let's load up all of our units as they sort of arrive. Yep, our HQs are all in position and we're just waiting on our infantry now. Right, let's get you over into Albania. And yeah, we do have this transport fleet. You know what? We're not going to want you to be outside of the Mediterranean. We should probably bring you back as well. And then what we can do is we can strategically redeploy some of these units. And think about maybe moving them south. And, ooh, another tank division. Very nice. Let's give you a commander. Oh, this guy's okay. Nothing sort of amazing, but okay. Oh, and that gets us a little bit more of our IC back that we can pump into upgrades. This is like the pre-war sort of ramble. Okay, so looking pretty good, aren't we? I think. Let's drop another save. And I think most of our units' organisation has recovered, which is good. Let's send, actually, as well, let's send some of you towards this airbase here. So we've got a level 6 airbase here. And a level 8 airbase here. Let's take the medium bombers and the light bombers and go there. And then we've got a level 3 there. And we're putting all of these bombers over here. I mean, the British are starting to reinforce. We probably need to make a move pretty quickly. But we can start our bombing campaign against the Brits. Oh, and Japan. Japan is going ham. They really are. Okay, let's give you a heavy artillery and a railway artillery. And the same again. You're going to be used to crack the Gibraltar nut, so to speak. Crack some British nuts. Are we ready? I think we're ready. I'm going to call it an episode here. I'm going to put in a cut, and then in the next one we're going to start the war against the British. So thanks again for watching. I look forward to seeing you in the next episode of Hearts of Iron 3.